With this Toes of Terror semi-weekly segment, I've been searching for an awesome Bigfoot film for so long, I was about to give up hope. That is until I feasted my bloodshot eyes on Night of the Demon. While this film may not be the best acted or directed, it makes up for being the most bug shit, bat nuts, gory Bigfoot film ever made. And that gets a lot of credence with me. Welcome back to ML Miller Frights, a part of the Kings of Horror Network. I'm ML Miller. While you might be watching this video on the Kings of Horror Network, I urge you to click over to my ML Miller Frights YouTube page and give it a like. Please share with all of your buddies. Click subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to ring that bell for notifications. Night of the Demon, aka Revenge of the Bigfoot, was made in 1983. It was directed by James C. Wasson and written by Jim L. Ball and Mike Williams. Night of the Demon begins with a gathering of doctors and psychologists around the bed of a man with a handkerchief over his face. We learn his name is Professor Nugent, played by the very Will Ferrell-esque Michael Cutt, and he's the sole survivor of a group of anthropology students outing gone horribly, horribly wrong. I don't know what it was about the 70s, but those field trips that they used to take were pretty awesome. Nugent desperately tries to convince the doctors that Bigfoot, the monster of folklore and bad Animal Planet shows, actually exists, and he's super pissed this time. Though the entire film is told via flashback from Nugent's bedside, the film's most enjoyable moments happen as these idiot anthropologists begin interviewing the townies and sharing their own secondhand stories of encounters with the big hairy one. In these flashbacks, you'll be privy to some of the most heinous and vicious Bigfoot attacks you'll ever see in a film. Due to the graphic nature of the attacks, the film was apparently banned in the UK and labeled a video nasty. And rightly so. The violence in this film is most definitely ahead of its time. You're more likely to find this type of gore in a Herschel Gordon Lewis film than any Bigfoot film I've seen. Just to name some of the standout sequences, you've got Bigfoot stealing an axe from a lumberjack and using it on him. Though this scene may strike you as something Jason Voorhees would do rather than America's Yeti, you'll lose your shit as one of the hockey-masked one's famous kills, the sleeping bag kill, happens in Night of the Demon first, as Bigfoot nabs a dude in a sleeping bag, swings him over his head about 10 times, and then impales him on a tree branch a good ways away. We also get to see one of the most hilarious kills of all, as Bigfoot makes 2 adult Girl Scouts stab each other with buck knives while bellowing, "Blah!" which I believe roughly translates in Bigfootese as, "Why are you stabbing yourself? Why are you stabbing yourself?" But nothing can prepare you for the kill this film is best known for, as Bigfoot, for no real reason, rips a biker's penis off while he's taking a leak. And every painful moment is shown on camera as Bigfoot reaches up from the bushes, grabs the biker's nethers, and starts him like a lawnmower. As the biker screams, "Oh no!" streams of blood pour out all over his chopper. This most definitely gets the award for the most toe-curlingest gore kill of the film. The acting here is awful, but at least director James C. Wasson tries to make this kill somewhat artsy. The opening credit sequence is inspired as Bigfoot attacks a man, rips his arm off, and then there's an awesome shot of the blood trickling into a pool into a giant Bigfoot footprint. In those first few moments, you know you're in for a bloody good ride. Most of the kills serve to highlight the gore, but there's a jaw-droppingly awesome sequence choreographed in slow-mo during the finale that will have you roaring right along with Bigfoot as he disposes of 6 campers at once, a la Savini's awesome hedge clipper sequence from The Burning. The use of Bigfoot vision is also utilized hilariously. As seen through POV cam bordered with red filter, we see Bigfoot stalk his prey and get in close before he doles out the gore. Shane Dixon plays Bigfoot himself and does a fantastic job of balancing the man versus ape feel of the creature. The costume is surprisingly good, with his front half bare and his back and limbs covered with coarse hair. There's even some nice facial appliances that'll allow the monster to use expressions that you don't normally see in most Bigfoot films of the time, which often relied on thick masks. While it's not the last, Night of the Demon might be the first I Had Bigfoot's Love Child movie, as the narrative hinges on a woman who was raped by Bigfoot as a teenager and had his baby. This lady's pretty nuts, and she's pretty much catatonic for most of the film. There's also a crazy cult in the woods worshipping Bigfoot. I'm telling you, this film has it all, and will most definitely make you cross your legs while muttering, "Holy shit, that was cool," at the same time at all the gore sequences. You'll never forget Night of the Demon. For all its faults, I fear it's most definitely one of the best, goriest, and most gut-bustingly sick Bigfoot films ever made. I give Night of the Demon 4 foots and 2 toes. That'll be it for today. Please chime in down below in the comments and let me know how on the nose or mind-numbingly wrong I am, or you can counter with your own review. So guys, you know how YouTube works. I'd love to be able to dedicate more time to this channel. I'm not monetized yet, so if you want to help me out, remember to hit all the pertinent bells and whistles down below. Want some spooky comics to read? I have 2 new horror comic book trade paperbacks you should look out for. Both Gravetrancers and Pirouette, collecting never-before-published issues, can be found in only the finest of comic book shops. If you're looking for written reviews, you can find them on my website, mlmillerwrites.com. If you really want to show your support, I also have a Patreon page at mlmiller. Look for the link to my Patreon page down below. Thank you so much for your time, and take care.
You're doomed to live the life you're meant to be, stuck inside your reality. You're doomed. Oh, you're doomed. You're doomed. God live the life that you are meant to be. Live inside